Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Dear brothers and sisters, welcome back to our Seerah series. In our last episode, we explored the beautiful marriage of the Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him to Khadija, Rahmat Allah, and the wise way he resolved the dispute during the rebuilding of the Kaaba. Today, we begin one of the most important chapters in human history, the first revelation and the beginning of the Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him's mission. Let's reflect on how Allah prepared his beloved messenger Muhammad peace be upon him for this sacred responsibility. The Prophet's life before revelation. After his marriage, the Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him lived a peaceful and dignified life in Makkah. He was known for his calm nature, his service to others, and his deep concern for justice and truth. Although Makkah was a city full of idols and social corruption, the Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him stayed far from such evils. He would often retreat from the noise of society, seeking quiet reflection and connection with the Creator. Retreat to the cave of Hira. One of the Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him's favorite places for solitude was the cave of Hira, located in the mountains near Makkah. He would spend several nights there in quiet reflection, taking simple food and water with him. He pondered over the signs of the heavens, the creation of the earth, and the state of humanity. He worshipped in the way of Prophet Ibrahim, Ilahi Salam, longing for truth and purity in a world filled with misguidance. This period of seclusion continued for several years, a spiritual preparation for what was to come. The night of power, first revelation. Then came the most powerful night in human history. It was in the month of Ramadan, during the last 10 nights, that everything changed. In the stillness of the cave, Angel Jibreel, alayhis salam, suddenly appeared before the Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him. He embraced him and said, "Iqra, read." The Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him started and unsure, replied, "I am not one who reads." The angel repeated, "Read in the name of your Lord who created man from a clot. Read, and your Lord is the most generous, who taught by the pen, taught man that which he knew not." Surah Al-Alaq 1-5. These were the first verses of the Quran. A light had descended upon the earth. The Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him returns home in fear. The Prophet Muhammad peace be upon was overwhelmed by the experience. He rushed down the mountain, heart trembling, and entered his home calling, "Cover me! Cover me!" Hazrat Khadija, Rahmat Allah, his beloved wife, comforted him. When he explained what had happened, she responded with wisdom and strength. "By Allah, he will never disgrace you. You maintain family ties, you speak the truth, you help the poor, you honor guests, and you support those in hardship." Meeting with Warqa bin Nawfal. Khadija, Rahmat Allah, took the Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him to her cousin, Warqa bin Nawfal, a knowledgeable Christian monk. After listening carefully, Warqa said, "This is the same angel that came to Prophet Musa, alayhis salam. You are the awaited prophet. If I live to see the day your people oppose you, I will support you." The Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him surprised and asked, "Will they drive me out?" Warqa replied, "Yes. No one comes with what you've come with except that their people oppose them." The pause in revelation. After this event, revelation paused for a short period. This was a time of deep reflection for the Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him. He longed for the words of Allah. He would return to Hira, seeking that connection again. This pause was not a delay, it was a preparation. Revelation resumes Surah Al-Muddassir. Then, one day, the silence was broken. The angel returned, bringing the next command from Allah. O you who is wrapped up, arise and warn, and glorify your Lord. Surah Al-Mudassir 1-3. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was now tasked with calling people to the worship of one God, Allah, and to leave behind idols and injustice. The mission of prophethood had begun. Lessons for us today. Firstly, spiritual solitude. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, found strength in reflection and quiet worship. We too can benefit by disconnecting from distractions to connect with our Creator. Secondly, support of righteous spouses. Hazrat Khadija, Rahmat Allah, was the first believer and his greatest supporter. Our homes should be filled with faith and mutual support. Thirdly, every soul needs light. The world was lost in darkness, but the Quran brought light. Let us reconnect with that light through the Quran. Fourthly, gradual preparation. Allah prepared His Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, step by step, with patience, wisdom, and reflection. Change doesn't come overnight, but through steady effort and trust in Allah. May Allah allow us to benefit from the light of revelation. May He fill our hearts with love for the Quran, guide us to righteous companions, and grant us peace in times of solitude. May we respond to Allah's call just as the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, did, with courage, sincerity, and patience. Inshallah, in the next episode, we will explore how the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, began calling his family and closest companions to Islam, and how the first seeds of the Ummah began to grow. If you found this episode beneficial, please like, share, and subscribe so we may continue this blessed Seerah journey together.
Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.